Hello everybody, welcome to iExamBee's LegalBee. This is Amrita, your law faculty at iExamBee. Welcome to the mock test series at LegalBee, which is a very beneficial series that it gives you questions for practice, conceptual clarity and whatnot, that too from different subjects and different topics. All the important questions we discuss here at LegalBee. And आप इन PPTs को भी डाउनलोड करके रख सकते हैं and keep it for your future reference. The topic that currently I have started for discussion for questions is Law of Torts. अगर आपने बाकी के videos नहीं देखे हैं, I would recommend everybody to go and watch the playlist and check out all the questions for practice. And don't forget to subscribe to LegalBee and stay updated with all the content, strategic content and legal exam notifications, whatnot that keeps on coming up LegalBee. Law of Torts, this is the third video from the question series that is started. For Law of Torts, this is the third video, important questions. I have some update about the people who are preparing for UGC NET law examination that is going to be conducted in the month of June. Free mock tests are available at our website www.iexambee.com. So I would suggest everybody to go and check it out and attempt these mock tests and know where you are standing. It will help you in strategizing your preparation. Also, the Law Clerk interview guidance course is available at iExamBee for the 50 vacancies of Law Clerk at High Court of Judicature at Bombay, benches at Aurangabad and Nagpur as well. इनके भी इंटरव्यूज शुरू हो गए हैं. बॉम्बे में अभी तक स्टार्ट नहीं हुए हैं, वहाँ पे भी स्टार्ट होने में है. सो इफ़ यू पीपल आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर इट, दैट ऑल्सो यू कैन check out the details at www.iexambee.com, or else for any queries you can directly call on this number 9205524028 for any queries relating to law exams. अगर आपके कोई डाउट्स हैं आप हमें सीधे इस वीडियो के कमेंट सेक्शन में भी लिख सकते हैं. Let us start with the first question. Negligence is a tort that involves intentional harm, strict liability, failure to exercise reasonable care, breach of contract, both A and C, that is intentional harm and failure to exercise reasonable care. So what does negligence involve? C, failure to exercise reasonable care. This is a very important and a very easy question, I would say, because if you are clear with the concept of negligence, you can solve this within seconds. Negligence is breach of duty to take care, like an ordinary man of prudence would take care like that. Okay. The tort of negligence was first recognized in which of the following cases? Dongwe versus Stevenson, Rellens versus Fletcher, Ashby versus White, Beam Singh versus State of Jammu and Kashmir, Gloucester Grammar School case. कौन से केस में tort of negligence को first recognize किया गया था? Law of Torts में landmark cases आपको पता होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. So this you have to remember, and कौन सा principle कौन से case में developed हुआ है, the landmark judgments, you have to remember it. You don't have any other option. ये subject बहुत important है. Case laws के point of view से तो काफ़ी important हो जाता है. And the answer to this is Dongwe versus Stevenson. I would suggest everybody to go through the summary of this case. It is a 1932 case. This also gives an origin to consumer rights also. So that's why we study Consumer Protection Act along with Law of Torts. So the principle of negligence was first recognized in Dongwe versus Stevenson case. The ginger beer bottle case I am talking about. I think this will help you all strike which case it is. Strict liability applies when there is a breach of duty of care, defendant has acted intentionally, dangerous activities involved, plaintiff has contributed to the harm, there is any contradiction. So in what case strict liability applies, that you have to find out. Strict liability एक बहुत ही important principle है. पिछले videos में मैंने strict liability से related questions इसलिए include किए हैं because law of torts में ये एक बहुत ही important section है. But in what cases this will apply? This is a bit different question. Strict liability applies when a dangerous activity is involved. Rellens versus Fletcher का केस आप सिंपली याद रखेंगे तो आपको strict liability से related कोई भी confusion नहीं होगा. It is imposed when somebody creates an abnormally dangerous condition, keeps something which is hazardous on his land, and if that escapes from his land, it is his responsibility and strict liability is actually applied on him. Which of the following is an essential element of defamation? Defamation भी एक important topic है, tort है. Defamation का बहुत ही important element कौन सा है? That has been asked in this particular question. This is also easy. लेकिन अगर आपका कंसेप्ट क्लियर नहीं है डिफेमेशन का तो कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है ऑप्शंस को देख के, जैसे कि पब्लिकेशन ऑफ फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट्स एंड इम्प्यूटेशन ऑफ ट्रू स्टेटमेंट्स, ये दो चीज़ों में कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है। लेकिन अगर कंसेप्ट क्लियर है बहुत जल्दी आप इसको आंसर कर सकते हो। Essential element of defamation out of all these options is publication of false statements. Imputation of true statements तो defense हो गया, right? So publication of any false statements is going to harm the reputation of that person. So automatically that will be a tort of defamation, which is civil defamation. Okay. Which is the most common judicial remedy in a tort case? Imprisonment, monetary damages, injunctive relief, community service, re-entry. Now focus on what they are asking you, judicial remedy, okay? This is a hint that I am trying to give you so that when you are thinking of the answer, you are able to easily answer it. So the most common they are asking. So अगर आप टॉर्ट्स की बात करो, आपने डैमेजेस के बारे में तो बहुत सुना होगा आई थिंक सो, और उससे पढ़ा भी होगा, ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है। सिंपल है, द मोस्ट कॉमन जुडिशियल रेमेडी इन टॉर्ट केस इज मॉनिटरी डैमेजेस, so that is the correct answer. There are two types of remedies, judicial remedies and extrajudicial remedies. अब री एंट्री हो गया, ये एक्स्ट्रा जुडिशियल रेमेडी है। यहाँ पे उन्होंने जुडिशियल रेमेडी पूछा तो हमारा आंसर मॉनिटरी डैमेजेस होगा। Even injunctive relief is not that common, but damages is the most common remedy. How many kinds of damages are there for taking action in law of torts? काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है। 5, 6, 4, 3, 2 कितने काइंड्स ऑफ डैमेजेस होते हैं? ये सारे काइंड्स ऑफ डैमेजेस आपको ब्रीफली पता होने चाहिए, व्हाट डू दे मीन। दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव टेकन अप दिस क्वेश्चन हियर, कि आप नंबर ऑफ डैमेजेस तो याद रखें ही, बट हर एक डैमेज का मतलब भी ध्यान में रखें। एक शॉर्ट आइडिया आपको होना चाहिए। डैमेजेस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक. So there are 6 types of damages: contemptuous damages, nominal damages, ordinary damages, aggravated damages, exemplary damages, prospective damages. These are the 6 basic kinds of damages that are there on which remedy or action can be claimed under law of torts. Which of the following is an example of a strict liability tort? Trespassing, fraud, assault, product liability, none of the above. अब यहाँ पे इन्होंने पूछा है स्ट्रिक्ट लाइबिलिटी टॉर्ट का एग्जाम्पल क्या है। सो ये सारे ऑप्शंस को देख के आपको क्या लगता है क्या हो सकता है? द मोस्ट प्रोबेबल ऑप्शन इज प्रोडक्ट लाइबिलिटी. This concept of product liability is the answer, and it is very common concept. Actually, this is a remedy now under Consumer Protection Act. जैसे मैंने आपको कहा है, Consumer Protection Act is having its roots under Law of Torts principles. Okay, so the strict liability has been incorporated in the form of product liability. For example, manufacturer और seller दोनों की लाइबिलिटी होती है प्रोडक्ट लाइबिलिटी। प्रोडक्ट बनाने के बाद प्रोडक्ट की जो लाइबिलिटी है उसके लिए एक्शन लिया जा सकता है। कंज्यूमर कैन टेक दैट एक्शन सो दैट ही कैन टेक अगेंस्ट द सेलर एज वेल एज मैन्युफैक्चरर. सो दिस इज अ काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रिक्ट लाइबिलिटी. What is the basic objective for exemplary damages? Now, exemplary damages are very famous under law of torts actually. That's why I've taken up this question again over here. कि आप ध्यान में रखें और फोकस पॉइंट्स में रखें इस क्वेश्चन को भी, इस टॉपिक को भी. exemplary damages, because this is something which is new to the concept of law of torts, we can say. क्योंकि बेसिक ऑब्जेक्टिव जो है law of torts का वो थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे डाइवर्ट हो जा रहा है, इसीलिए. So exemplary damages, what is their basic objective? Punitive, compensatory, handling trifles. Trifles का मतलब पता है? Trifles means small things, small matters. Minimum things can be, means ऐसा action लेने जैसा कुछ नहीं है. A and B, punitive and compensatory. A, B and C, all of the above. So the correct answer is D. Punitive as well as compensatory. It's a combination of punitive as well as compensatory. क्यों? क्योंकि ये इनका अमाउंट काफ़ी ज़्यादा हाई रखा जाता है. रीज़न बीइंग दैट सिर्फ कंपनसेशन देकर रॉन्ग डूअर अपनी लाइबिलिटी से बाजू ना हट जाए. रॉन्ग डूअर को एक पनिशमेंट देने के लिए ये एग्जाम्पलरी डैमेजेस का अमाउंट सफिशिएंटली हाई रखा जाता है सो दैट ही गेट्स अ पनिशमेंट एंड इट ऑल्सो क्रिएट्स अ डेटरेंट इफेक्ट ऑन हिम फॉर द नेक्स्ट टाइम. ओके, सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन. Which of the following best defines a tort? I think this is a very easy question. जब भी हम torts के बारे में डिस्कस करना शुरू करते हैं सबसे पहला स्टेटमेंट हम यही लेते हैं, tort is a civil wrong. So that is the correct answer and that is the best definition here. Tort is a civil wrong that causes harm to another person by violating a protected right. It is act or omission, intentional हो, negligent हो, accident हो, but breach of contract नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay, that is going to be non-contractual liability. but it is a civil wrong. That is the best definition out of all these options. Last question discuss कर लेते हैं. Which of the following is an essential element of the tort of battery? Tort of battery, tort of assault, tort of mayhem, false imprisonment, ये मैंने पिछले वीडियो में आपको क्वेश्चंस में डिस्कस किया था. अब हम एक एसेंशियल एलिमेंट डिस्कस करेंगे कि टॉर्ट ऑफ बैटरी का कौन सा इसमें से करेक्ट ऑप्शन होगा जो एसेंशियल एलिमेंट है. इंटेंट एंड फिजिकल कॉन्टैक्ट, ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, प्रॉपर्टी डैमेज, थ्रेटनिंग एंड एप्रीहेंशन ऑफ डेंजर, थ्रेटनिंग एंड प्रॉपर्टी डैमेज. नाउ इफ योर बेसिक कंसेप्ट इज क्लियर कि ये पर्सन से रिलेटेड है तो ये ऑप्शन तो यहीं पे एलिमिनेट हो जाता है. प्रॉपर्टी डैमेजेस का ये दोनों भी ऑप्शंस एलिमिनेट हो जाते हैं. ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट टॉर्ट्स में नहीं आ सकता, ये भी ऑप्शन एलिमिनेट हो जाता है. अब बचता है ऑप्शन ए एंड ऑप्शन डी. अगर आपको बैटरी और असॉल्ट दोनों की डेफिनेशन अच्छे से पता है, then you can make it out that these are the essential elements that are there under option D. These are essential elements of assault, and intent and physical contact are the essential elements of tort of battery. So the correct answer is A. Battery is a tort that involves intentional and unlawful physical contact with another person without their consent. Apprehension of danger, threatening without touching, these are the essential elements of assault. Okay. So this was all that I had to discuss with you all from the Law of Topics Important Questions set number 3. If you have missed all the videos, I would suggest you all to check all the videos at LegalBee, and don't forget to subscribe. Prepare 50% faster with Exemplary. Thank you everybody. Have a good day.